Hi guys, how you doing? After the almost unprecedented levels of success of my comparing a katana to a thing that isn't a katana video, I thought that it might be fun to revisit that and channel Thrand a little. If you're not already subscribed to Thane Thrand's channel, please do. When it comes to comparing stuff to other stuff, he's undoubtedly the best there is. Some really very entertaining and informative videos. Significantly more informative than mine, I would suggest. Though, I'm working on the entertainment value. So today, we're going to compare a katana to something else that isn't a katana. And we'll see how they go, and we'll make a completely objective and in no way ridiculous decision as to which of those two things is the best thing, based entirely on the comparison that we've done. So, just like before, we're going to be using our katana. It's the same one as before. It's a Chinese cutlery. As I've done a little bit more research for this video than just filming it without really caring one way or another. So I can tell you what this sword actually is this time. Chinese cutlery. It's one of their Kaze katanas, which is their top of the range line. It's a differentially hardened, traditionally hand-forged 9260 spring steel katana. It's relatively chunky, as katanas go. It's got a hammer, and it's really quite a pretty piece of kit, and it cuts stuff. Well, yeah, it cuts stuff. It's a sword, exactly what you would expect it to do. You hit stuff with it, and it cuts it. So today's item that isn't a katana is a little bit different, and today's item is this short shillelagh. Now, this, I believe, is hazel. It's been cut and it's got a giant knob on one end and a nice handle, relatively short, but long enough to get a bit of leverage. It's got a lovely little wrist loop on this end so that you don't drop it. It's been heavily varnished and, well, that's about it really. It's a heavy stick for hitting stuff. Now, unlike the katana, this thing that isn't a katana isn't sharp and won't cut things. So I think that's going to lead to quite an interesting comparison. Let's go and have a look. So what can we say? We've now definitely compared a katana to a thing that isn't a katana, and they're very much different. Unlike the longsword versus katana video, where the two both cut almost exactly as well, I think we can safely say that the katana cut through the apple a lot more efficiently than the shillelagh did. If that apple had been an evil apple that was trying to kill me, then I'd have killed it outright with my katana. Sliced it clean in half, apple dead, no chance at all of the evil apple getting me. But the Shillelagh also killed the evil apple. And I think, if I'm being honest, I think the Shillelagh probably killed the apple a little bit more conclusively. If we were to assume that the apple was in actual fact an evil zombie apple, and chopping a bit of it off wasn't enough to stop it from trying to kill me, then the katana wouldn't have been hugely helpful in that scenario. The Shillelagh, however, essentially vaporized the apple. I did try and find the apple afterwards, and I found one piece about this big. The rest completely gone. I strongly suspect that next spring there'll be some little apple seedlings growing somewhere in my garden, because the pips are somewhere out there, unless they vaporized too. So, having compared a katana to a thing that isn't a katana, I can honestly say that in this instance, if you're being attacked by an evil undead zombie apple, then the thing that isn't a katana is without a doubt the best option. I hope you've enjoyed this completely serious and objective comparison. So please subscribe and suggest other things that I might like to compare a katana to.